Welcome back to the show. I am Tandiwe Iyego, your host. This is Youth Cafe. Brian Aseli is right there with me. Remember that the hashtag to use is Youth Cafe. And right now we're going to dive deep into a very, very serious topic. That is Sponyare culture in Kenya. So right now we have a wonderful, wonderful panel of guests, and I'm going to let them introduce themselves to you guys.
Yeah, stands up if you think. Just talk to people, tell them who you are and what you do.
Hi Kenya, my name is Isaac Wangai. I am a counseling psychologist and a preacher.
Amen. And right next.
Oh, hi people. My name is Mishi Dora. I'm an actress and a reality TV star.
Yeah, nice.
What's up, everyone? My name is MC Sefa. I am an event planner and a student.
Ish. Okay, so hii panel nakwambia ishakuwa moto, si ndio Tandiwe? You want to dive into that question?
Of course. Let's talk about the sponsor culture in Kenya. What is happening? I'm going to ask the relationship expert over here. What is pushing young women to be like, since I can't make it on my own, let me just go get a man who's 3 times my age and get money from him for my lifestyle. For some people, I understand some women do it for their children, but others just do it for the fame. What is your take on that?
I think, first and foremost, anytime you see generations crossing, because in this case, it's a story of someone who is in the level of being a parent to someone, and instead of offering the role of parenthood, it changes and it becomes a relationship. It becomes what you could call a romantic relationship. So at the beginning, that is evidence of a broken society. So we are dealing with an already broken or fatally breaking society.
Yeah.
And the reason why you would see this culture of sponsors, of course, there are many factors. There could be frustration because we are living in a very, very tough era or season where we are the generation that wants to get it pop. We are the generation that wants to get what we need now. Therefore, it demands that you do what you would not ordinarily do to get whatever you want in regular time.
Okay.
So it's just reference to what I would call selfishness and just being messed up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mishi, what's your take on the same? Because it's a cropping culture. We are seeing most of the ladies get into such relationship. What's your take on that? Is it growing, or do you think it's just going to end on that level?
Well, I think it's growing. Yeah, I think it's growing. And recently there are a lot of killings and about all that. I don't know, sponsors, maneno, some. I think young girls of nowadays, they think that, okay, let me say the guys are just messed up. They're not there for relationship. They just want to hit and run. Yeah. So like there are these old men that they're there. They offer love and they offer all that. So girls feel like they find comfort there. Like this is a father figure. And like,
Wait. Oh yeah. You've seen 3 things that got my attention. One is this generation, the young guys,
yeah, they don't
they want to hit and run.
Serious.
Okay, I don't want to get into the details of hit and run. But then also you said one thing and it caught my attention. The older guys provide.
Yeah.
They are willing to be there.
Yeah.
But that was a father. Don't you think that your dad should have already done that? In that you don't need someone else as dad for now, because there are other things involved. That's why I think Isaac said that it's not only ati nikupatie pesa uende shule bwana asifiwe. So it becomes a whole lot of it has details, sexual details to that.
Yes.
Would talk to me about the same.
I don't think like these girls get satisfied with these sponsors or what. They still have those sponsors and still have sex with the other guys, like the younger guys.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not about sex, it's about money. And like I said, maybe just being given a peace of mind and like they just have that assurity. Like you said, like about father figure or whatever. Someone's dad is busy also sponsoring someone. So maybe they're not offering that love to the child as it's supposed to be.
You're in campus. Sefa, you're in campus. Ebu niambia ama sponyoa na wangara mbaya ama kunaendaje. Actually, easy time because you have your girlfriend umemnulia perfume ya 640 if there is any or 300 bob, you know. Za 300 bob sponsor amekuja amenunua marashi ya 15k.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that. Is that
I feel like maybe to support the boy child.
There's no hope.
There's too much pressure in the society right now. There's everybody wants to be something. Everybody wants to be Beyonce in a night.
Yeah.
You want to be the next Vera Sidika in one night. So you're gonna use any way available to become what you want to be, what you think is success to you. So I think that's the major challenge you're facing, and it's a lot of pressure. Maybe
uniambie wewe kama boy, wachana we are facing. Unaongea ni kama unaongea on behalf of a whole. I want to talk to Sefa. Talk to me. Jitete, because if someone comes and gets your girlfriend, alafu unakutana naye ni age ya your dad, you're like, hey, oh yeah. Of course, you haven't saved enough, so you can't buy that Range Rover. So talk to us about that.
I feel like it's a rotting society, as Percy said. It's ukweli ni kwamba kuna competition mob in especially in uni. There is a friend of mine who said, if you're able to finish university with a girlfriend, then everybody should appreciate you because the competition was tough. You are fighting against MPs, governors, guys, CEOs.
Watu wako na pesa ya CDF.
Exactly. So competition ni tough kabisa. But I believe there's just too much. People are not playing their role. Old men are not playing the role of being fathers. They are coming to be lovers, to take advantage of the young ladies. And that's what's wrong. Ladies want to play the roles that the mom should be playing. So I feel that's the problem. And I totally don't agree with any of that because I believe God's standard don't change, no matter the generation.
Bro, ushaanza kupreach. Bro.
Amen. Amen. I'm here for
so
it.
I believe everybody should just play their role and everything will be okay.
Okay, very true. So the BBC did a small show about sugar daddies and the sponsor culture. I believe your former co-star, Bridget Ocheng, was one of the ladies who was on here. And the women were saying that they don't necessarily feel like it's prostitution because you're not sleeping around with many people, because most people accuse socialites of doing this whole, prostitution thing, sleeping around with many different men. But they feel comfortable with it because you're going to one person and that person is providing for you. You're not sleeping with different men. So what's your take on this whole thing?
Well, I can say, what I can say is that being a socialite comes with a package. Like, you cannot be a socialite and you have, like, cheap nails, like, you're wearing cheap weave, you're wearing, like, you have to be classy at all times. And you're, like, our vijana wetu hawafiki.
Very true. Very true.
So, you see, like, unakuta, like, okay, socialite ndio, akona sponsor ake, whatever. But hapo nyuma bado akona huyu tu boy wake. Funny thing is, this boy is supporting her.
But not to the extent of the sponsor, of course.
He is. He's so much aware of this girl doing this. But because he also just wants to be known like, I'm dating so-and-so, high profile and all that. He doesn't want to know where does she get this money from. I mean, I don't give her money. So where does she get money from? She doesn't work. She doesn't earn that much. So, so I don't know. But I don't know what to say. I'll just also say it's a rotten society. But okay, don't involve just socialites. It's not just socialites. There are other young girls out there that are not socialites, and they are, I mean, wanakuja mbio kushinda hata socialites. So
we did an excerpt in Mombasa earlier on in the year, and there was a lady who said that Vera Sidika is her role model and she'll never attend school because you know what? No need to attend school, yet you know where you can get the money real quick. Monkey see, monkey do. Do you think that the TV culture has a role to play? Because most of the reality TV shows, like Kim Kardashian, is on our TV screens from morning till evening. You see Kanye West has written her a check of 1 million shillings. Wanataka pia si tuandike hizo check. talk to us. Do you think that TV culture or pop culture is one amongst the things that play as an influence?
Personally, I am of the opinion that when we didn't have much information, we were more stable. It is amazing to note that we are the generation that is most informed, but most foolish.
Foolish, expound.
Because ideally, information is supposed to make you wise. It's supposed to model or show you the model of life that you ought to live. But if that information does not lead you to being more responsible, but being more messed up, it then tells you that that information did not help you. So what is happening is we are feeding a lot of, from a lot of junk, both on TV, on social media, on every arena that gives us information. And that leads to a lot of comparison, a lot of... So there are self-esteem issues that people are having to deal with, because I'm seeing someone on TV like now say, that example of Vera Sidika, you see her on TV and she is on a roller coaster. She's just having an amazing life. And what you do, you're not ready to pay the price of being where she is, but in a straight and normal way, and you decide to choose the warped kind of system. So information has come. It has not helped us to be more responsible. It has, as I think, worse. Because there's a lot of access to negative information, and that is a problem.
That is a problem, but then let's look at it from the almost positive side, which is not like necessarily it's positive with a a campus girl decides, you know what, I'm going to school. I'm going to get good grades, I'm going to get chuo, admitted very well. She's almost sitting her exams. She can't sit her exams kama hajalipa school fees. So what happens is kuna this guy who decides, don't worry, my daughter, I will pay for you. But all you have to do is this. So there is sexual favors in return. Has it become more like a business? Because, okay, right, atasaidia msichana, she'll go to school, she'll do her degree, finish, and probably even the guy will get her a job. But does it end there? Or is the relationship only tagged or pegged to sex? Because at the end of the run, we'll pretend, alikuwa ananisaidia tu, alafu mi sina kitu ya kumpe. So the only thing they want to give is their bodies. So just talk to us about the same. Do you think that it's more like a business? Ni biashara? Watu tu wa register? Tuache kusumbuana?
Yeah, nitasema ni biashara maze, because this is not your relative. And amekuja, anataka kukupeleka shule, anafanya nini. And what do you expect from this man? This man is married. Yeah, he has a family. What does he want from you? Okay, like I say, most men love peace of mind. Women also love peace of mind. And most of the time we don't get this from people that we claim to be in love with. So, okay, nasema pesa ni sabuni ya roho. I mean...
Say that again.
Hey.
Yeah, pesa ni sabuni ya roho.
Inaosha nini? Inaosha nini? Nataka kujua kwani roho ni chafu aje, inataka kuoshwa aje? I just want to know.
Roho sio chafu. Okay, what I can say hapa ni this is someone who is vulnerable, anataka usaidizi, anataka afike mahali, but hakuna vile atafika pale. The parents are poor, there is nowhere she can get a job. I mean, Kenya is just, I don't even know the word to use. Hatuna jobs. Mtu amesoma ndio. Tuseme sasa mwenye ashasoma. Let's forget about someone mwenye hajasoma. Someone who has degrees and diplomas. They have certificates in the house. Others I see even selling mandazis. They don't have proper jobs zenye wamezisomea. But now, anaona like, hey, Vera Sidika alifanya. Vera Sidika wasn't also made in a day. Even me, I'm still making myself. I'm not yet there. She wasn't made in a day. It's a process. She also worked hard to get there. Yeah, even if it's sex, I mean, sex is also working. It's not like you're just going to lie there and like, yo, give me my money and go.
But what about the dangers involved? Because it's more like it's a culture whereby akona wife.
Yeah.
You are the plus one in this case, or the extra. She has sexual contact with the wife, who we don't know if
having another
kama
partner.
ako faithful.
Yeah.
So it's like a big chain.
Yeah.
Because there's been rise in teenage pregnancies, and there's also been a rise in
Killings.
HIV prevalence, and of course, you nasema killings. But what are some of the risks involved, Sefa? What do you think are some of the risks involved in such relationships?
But I think you've basically said much of what is involved in it. There's the part whereby you're risking your life, your health. There are diseases out there. You create a chain that transmits a disease that is messing the society.
True.
You get, you end up in a situation whereby you have a kid, it's not your kid, and you might even end up dying, as you say, and it's very, very sad.
Are people afraid to die? Really? In this case, kunado?
Let me tell you, there's always a way
Pesa
out.
ni sabuni ya roho, my friend.
Bro, there's always a way out. There's always a way out. The one thing that this society doesn't want to be told is that there's a way out, other than getting a sponsor or maybe getting someone to have sex with for money. There's always a way out. They just don't want to try and push for that way. And that's basically where we're going out. We're going wrong.
The more reason why I came for this show is because I get so many DMs from young girls like, hey, I want to be like you. You can't be like me.
What did you do to be where you are?
I work so hard.
What kind of job do you work?
I'm an actress. I'm a reality TV star. I mean, going to read those scripts, traveling and getting to go on screen is not easy. It's so hard, and getting those deals is also not easy. So I work so hard. And me, most of the time, before I got my manager, I used to go chase those deals by myself. So you see, these girls, they think like I just woke up and then I found myself being Nishidora, a star. No. So if you tell them like, honey, there's no shortcut, like, no, I want you to hook me up maybe with someone who is rich and all that. I'm like, if I haven't hooked myself. So who am I going to hook you up with? And they get mad. So you don't know what to do. You don't know even how to advise them. So I don't know. Anyway.
Risks?
Thank you for asking that question, because I think the greatest danger of our society is that the family has broken down.
Yeah.
That is the greatest mess that the society is in. When you find all these broken systems, because this is a chain of a broken system. For example, a man is married and he goes for a young lady, he has already broken the family because that is adultery and all that kind of mess. This young lady was supposed to conventionally get married to someone of their age, and they bring up a family, you know? So that future has already been messed up. So the problem with the society right now is the organization through which God executes his system and his administration on the earth is messed up, which is the family. So the greatest risk of this kind of culture is that we are raising a generation that will never appreciate what it means to have a stable family.
All right, and I feel like in these kinds of situations, we're creating a generation of fatherless children, which will have a long-term effect. What are your comments on that? Because so many of these young girls are left pregnant, alone, no money, because this man was your everything. He was supporting for your healthcare, your everything, your food, your apartment, your car, and now you're left out in the street. You have no money, you have nothing. You have a child who doesn't have a father. So please comment on that.
Primarily, the reason why a married man would go for a young girl who is in campus and has not even started anything in life is evidence of a deceitful and wicked heart. I will refer to a verse in Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 9. It says, "The heart of man is wicked above all things and is desperately wicked." In other words, the foundational system of a man is broken. And if we don't take care of that heart, we have messed up the man and anything that comes up after that. So because the truth of the matter is, this social mess only leads to one thing: a completely messed up society. Because the truth of the matter is, a sponsor can never give you a future. They will gratify your need today, and they will not give you a future. So this young lady that says, of course, my bills are paid today, and have you not seen that they are being given houses, cars, and all those things, and then when the relationship gets sour, they pick the house from you.
Yeah.
They are not bothered about what you will do after that. So a sponsor cannot give you a future, but a father can give you a future.
True.
So if we change the system and now have these men who are messing up families, taking care of young girls, so that now that perpetuates into a stable society, we will always have children who don't have fathers. And if you don't have a father, you don't have two things. You don't have instruction, and you don't have a future.
That's fantastic. Thank you. Your answer was very, very, very deep. Yeah.
This conversation can't end today. I just want to listen to your closing remarks. And hii story mnaonaje? So hii culture itaisha kweli? Or what should be done in order for the culture to die? Sefa.
One, I believe it's not easy to finish what we've already put ourselves into, because at times like this, such things become a responsibility of the entire society. It's not up to the old men to sort it or the young girls. It's up to the entire society. I think we need to just push in any way possible. May it be campaigns, may it be through media, any way we can, to bring that soberness in society. We need to make girls believe that they can do it without a sponsor. They can succeed without giving out their body. So we need to push for a change in society, as an entire society, as a body, as a family, as a nation. And through that, we'll be able to at least move step by step. Because I believe back in the days, our parents, our moms, they made it. Most of them did not have the things we have it today. They never had the things we have today. There was no sponsors, there was no... So it's possible.
Mishi,
I believe it's
talk
possible.
to us and tell us, what do you think should be done in order to maybe cut down or just wipe out? It's not easy to wipe it out because it's already a system.
I know, it's already there. But first, I think the government should also create more job opportunities for the youth. And these girls, okay, I support him of what he said about this campaign and all that. Maybe we need to do some campaign and just encourage these girls and tell them that it's not, you don't need that shortcut like the sponsor way and whatever. Even if it means kuza and jugu, just sell it. I mean, you'll get somewhere. You know, these big people, by the way, if you check these people in the industry, they were down at some point, like super down, and now they are there. So they worked hard to get there. They just need to try and find something that can keep them going and stay focused. I think that's the only way.
All right, before we wrap up, we're going to quickly take a look at our Twitter poll. We were asking you, who is to blame for promoting transactional sex, aka sponsors, culture in Kenya? 77% of you say it's the ladies, and the 23% of you say it's the gentlemen. I feel like, what?
I think that's how we're going to be wrapping up the conversation. I think we should just think about it. But just maybe final remarks because of time. We're only running out of time.
I'll say three things. One, Daniel chapter 1 verse 8, the Bible says, in Babylon where Daniel was, and he was presented with the best of that kingdom could give, that would have given him an opportunity to compromise. The Bible says, and Daniel chose in his heart not to defile himself.
I think we'll finish with that. And of course, the conversation will continue on social media, #Youth Cafe. And that's how we finish. Change Hayanzangi Friday peke yake. It starts each and every single day. And of course, that's been Youth Cafe. And of course, have a good night.
We will see you next Friday.